Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for June 28th, 29th, and 30th of 2019. All right, so this weekend, quiet sort of weekend astrologically, and the most important thing being that we are approaching a solar eclipse on Tuesday. So it's kind of that quiet before this very transformative time, usually with eclipses, usually a bit of a shift in our life direction, and maybe some new things arising from that. So good this weekend, maybe to get into the subtleties of life. With this ending phase of the current lunar cycle, good to maybe finalize some things, complete things, maybe create a bit of space in our life, just to let that energy die down a little bit, do a little bit of a reset perhaps, to then allow for those new beginnings that are around the corner. So this weekend on Friday, the moon will be in active Aries though, so on that day, maybe themes around taking initiative and cultivating our independence. And Saturday and Sunday, the moon in Taurus, grounded Taurus, maybe themes around self-reliance and cultivating our inner resources. All right, so let's take a look at all of this as well as some minor lunar aspects here in more detail when I return. All right, so here is the sky for this weekend. We're going to look at this for each day of the weekend here, starting first with Friday with the moon in Aries, and then Saturday with the moon shifting into grounded Taurus, and Sunday as well. Now, as you can see here, we are using the actual visible sky, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out the link down below for more information because the signs are different. For example, I'm going to say that the solar eclipse is in Gemini because that's indeed where it will be in the sky. But you may hear it being said that it's in Cancer, for example. So do check the link down below for more information on true sidereal astrology. All right, so let's take a look here for each day of the weekend, starting first with Friday. The moon in active Aries, likely noticing themes around this kind of stuff. Now again, we are in the tail end of the lunar cycle, so the energies are a bit lower. It is a good time to do a bit of that reset and create some space, right? It's very much like the Piscean kind of time of the lunar cycle. You could think of it as Pisces being the last constellation of the Zodiac. But with that being said, there's likely themes today around maybe taking initiative with Aries, maybe themes around asserting ourselves, maybe around cultivating our independence. So in this larger context of allowing this to be a subtle time, it is good to get into this Aries side of ourselves. How can we take initiative? How can we assert our personal needs or just be clearer on them and express them? And then cultivate our independence as well with that sort of fiery nature of Aries. So themes around that, and good to cultivate that side of ourselves. Now in terms of the aspects, you can see here no major aspects going exact here today. On Friday though, we may feel a little bit of the energy we felt on Thursday, dealing with maybe some new and different perspectives on things. With the Sun sextile Uranus on Thursday, coming into Friday, we may still feel a little bit like mixing things up a little bit, creating some spontaneity or some change, listening to our excitement, maybe mixing up the routine or thinking outside the box. Getting into this future progressive side of ourselves could be integrated on Friday if you did feel that on Thursday. So with that being said, just some minor lunar aspects. The moon will be trining up to the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we have going on this year and next year. So nothing major with this, but just maybe feeling a little bit disciplined with Saturn on Friday and Saturday. And with it trine to Pluto, maybe a little bit self-empowered. Again, maybe emotionally or just noticing some themes around self-empowerment that can be supportive. Now, once we do shift into Saturday, the moon will then go into grounded Taurus. So the theme both Saturday and Sunday will be around cultivating our inner resources, essentially. Taurus is usually themes around things like our self-reliance, things like our inner strength, inner stability, taking things slowly and steadily, and as a result of that, enjoying the external resources, maybe connecting to nature, beautiful things, luxuries, enjoyments, maybe good food, getting into our senses, all of this more sensual, grounded, resource-based energy of Taurus, really good to cultivate those 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And that's likely when we're going to really start to feel the ending, theme of this lunar cycle. Solar eclipse will be on Tuesday, so particularly Saturday, Sunday, Monday, this is really the ending phase. Good to, again, maybe just create a little bit of space, maybe get a little bit of R&R, maybe start to sit with the energies, because it being a solar eclipse is quite impactful to our life path. And sometimes we can get a bit of an inclination towards that stuff a few days before the solar eclipse. And so just good to listen and maybe even, again, finalize some things that were part of maybe this current lunar month that you've been focused on or developing. All right, then other than that, just some minor sextiles. The moon sextiling Mars, maybe just feeling a bit direct on Saturday. Probably not as much as Friday with the moon in Aries, but a little bit of that. And then the moon sextiling Mercury, a little bit of inquisitiveness, probably maybe a good day for just learning, using our minds a bit. All right, but yeah, very simple, quiet sort of astrological weekend, gearing up for the solar eclipse. I'll make that video on Sunday. And yeah, just good to listen and get into some of these themes right now. Saturday and Sunday around Taurus, that grounded energy, creating stability, cultivating our inner resources. In fact, this was the energy from the previous lunar cycle. And so anything you can finalize regarding these inner resources or grounded energy can be great. And then leading up to that on Friday, just a bit of some themes maybe around initiative, self-assertion, and independence. All right, so everyone, have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time for the solar eclipse forecast. Take care.